Live from downtown Detroit, home of WDIV and Click on Detroit, Local 4 News at 5 starts now.
Fantastic start to the weekend. If we could keep this going, it would be nice, but there is a storm threat brewing for the weekend. We'll time it out for you coming up.
All right, Ben, also honoring a life lost in the line of duty, a solemn, subdued funeral for the Wayne County corporal killed inside the county jail.
But first, the defenders are tracking multiple new developments in a hate crime investigation that happened in Warren. In the past 48 hours, the Hall family has had their tires slashed, swastikas drawn on their cars, shots fired at their home, and their front window smashed.
And Warren police were right back out at the home this morning after a new attack. And as Sean Lay reports, there's brand new video of the guy who did it and a reward to catch him.
Two big developments here today. First, police are now offering a $3,000 reward to catch the man who has been terrorizing the same African-American family here in Warren all week long. We were there last night also. Police were everywhere, all over this neighborhood. And when they left, take a look. This guy came back with a gun. Take a close look at your screen. The Local 4 defenders showing you the security camera video from overnight. And you're looking at a federal hate crime unfolding. Chilling video of this man, hoodie over his head, mask over his face, 9mm handgun in his hand, stalking a family's home in Warren. The Hall family home near 11 Mile in Hoover. The gunman sneaks to the front of the home and fires shots. Eddie and Candace Hall were not home at the time. They're terrified because they are under attack.
How did you find out there was another shot?
My neighbor called me. He said, "Did you hear that?" I said, "Hear what?" He said, "Somebody shot a gun again." I said, "What?" I said, "I'm not home." I said, "Call 911.
Let's take you through this family's week. Monday, shots were fired at the home. Defender cameras capturing Warren police extracting one of those shots from the home last night. Wednesday,
a nice big rock right through my picture window.
A rock was thrown through the family's front window. They were home at the time. Outside, tires slashed on all of their vehicles. Messages of hate written on Eddie Hall's truck. Warren police say the same man is targeting this family. They believe he lives in the neighborhood.
We think for some reason he's looking for attention. He's got some problems, no question about it, which is more disturbing.
Police announcing a $3,000 reward to catch this person. They want him caught right now.
We don't know why this person keeps terrorizing us and singling us out. The only difference from our house from everybody else's is that we have a Black Lives Matter sign in our window.
And once again, Police Commissioner Dwyer saying, call him directly with your tips. You do not have to give your name. You can get the reward. He says his phone is ringing, but he does believe someone out there knows exactly who this guy is. In Warren, Sean Lay, Local 4 Defenders.
All right, Sean, meantime, the FBI has been called in to launch a federal hate crime investigation.
A major increase in today's number of new coronavirus cases. The state reports 1,313 new cases in just the past 24 hours. That's 389 more than yesterday and the highest daily count since April 24th. The state is also reporting 9 new deaths from COVID-19. Meanwhile, Detroit police are asking for help to find a missing 2-year-old boy.
Yeah, his name is Carson Hayes. Police said the boy's mother took him from a home on West Chicago on Tuesday, and the boy hasn't been seen since. She does not have custody. Her name is Asia Sturgis, and she may be driving a blue 2019 Nissan Altima, and the New Hampshire plate is 4576271. Again, a plate from New Hampshire. Tense moments for drivers on I-75 this afternoon after a crash in Taylor. Sky 4 over the scene in the northbound lanes at Eureka Road. Investigators say the initial crash involved a car and a semi. Then a second car couldn't stop in time, went under the semi, and shortly after a third driver couldn't stop and hit those vehicles. Even though one driver had to be cut out of his vehicle, no one was hurt, and the freeway back open now for the Friday afternoon drive.
Our other top story tonight, the final farewell to Corporal Bryant Searcy, the Wayne County deputy killed in an attack by an inmate inside the county jail.
It was family only inside Third New Hope Baptist Church on Detroit's west side as his fellow deputies stood outside to pay their final respects. Priya Mann was there and is now with us. Priya, this was much more subdued, of course, because of the pandemic.
Yeah, that's right, Devin. And even though there were fewer people here, there were still those poignant moments that really pull at your heartstrings. The Wayne County Sheriff's Department was joined by state police, DPD, and other agencies, all paying tribute to a beloved corporal, husband, and father. Grieving loved ones walked past officers and deputies as they prepared to say goodbye to Wayne County Corporal Bryant Searcy.
It is a very challenging time for not just this agency, but for law enforcement agencies throughout the country, because when one of us falls, we all feel it.
Wayne County Sheriff Benny Napoleon says Searcy was a beloved member of his department.
It never gets easier, no matter how many times it's happened.
The 50-year-old was on duty when he was killed last week at the Wayne County Jail. Searcy was checking jail cells that night when police say an inmate brutally attacked him while trying to escape. An internal investigation has been launched into why Searcy and his partner were not together.
We're going to take a very close examination of how all of this transpired, what was done, what was not done, and if anything could have been done differently to prevent this from happening.
Searcy was an 18-year veteran of law enforcement and leaves behind a wife and daughter.
He deserves this and more. I just wish that if it weren't for this pandemic, I can assure you there would have been thousands of people here. It is a way to show our reverence and respect to a hero.
Tribute for a hero. As for that criminal investigation, that inmate accused of killing Searcy facing multiple charges. 28-year-old DeAndre Williams is facing first-degree premeditated murder charge, a felony murder charge, as well as charges of unarmed robbery and escaping jail through violence. He will be back in court on September 23rd. Reporting live, I'm Priya Mann, Local 4.
All right, Priya.
All right, it's Friday. The sun is shining, finally, after a long stretch of gloomy weather.
So we can just keep it like this through the weekend. All is well. Let's check in with Ben.
That would be nice, guys, if we could do it. But unfortunately, I don't think that's going to be the case. We've got the sunshine that's out there right now, but this is probably as good as it is going to get because things are going to start to go the other direction as we get into Saturday. Temperatures outside right now, 66 in Metro, 68 at Ann Arbor. So despite the amount of sunshine that we've got out there, temperatures pretty similar to what we saw yesterday, and we'll be sinking down to around 60 degrees tonight. Generally crystal clear skies with the exception of just a passing cloud or two. And the two big impacts that we've got in the next couple days are going to be on Saturday and Sunday. We've got chances of thunderstorms that are going to linger into Sunday. We'll talk timing of those, and some of those could be strong. Also looking at temperatures which are getting warmer and some humidity coming back too. So a lot to discuss here in a few minutes, guys.
All right, Ben. Well, today, of course, marks 19 years since the attacks on 9/11.
In New York, a moment of silence was held at 8:46 this morning. That's the time the first plane hit the World Trade Center. Then the names of every victim was read. Back here at home, a somber memorial service was held in Grosse Pointe, and our Rod Maloney was there.
19 years ago today, 57-year-old David Alger was at his desk running a mutual fund in the World Trade Center. But he has ties here. His family donated what is now the War Memorial here in Grosse Pointe Farms. And so when he died that day, it made today's memorial that much more significant.
To start with, the War Memorial is a moving setting. The neatly trimmed and beautifully tended Veterans Garden, a massive American flag at half-mast, a whipped-up Lake St. Clair lapping at the seawall. But the 8:46 a.m. bell marking the time the first plane hit the World Trade Center made it more so.
Parents, Edward Adderley Jr., Royal Oak, David Alger, Grosse Pointe.
Then they read the names of the 19 Michiganders who perished and rang another bell for the second plane's destruction. The several dozen attendees sat carefully socially distanced and harkened back to a time when a heartless, jolting attack unified a nation. Matt Guinta of Detroit marveled at the heroism.
The valor and brave actions of all the first line responders is just inspirational and eerie at the same time.
Anita Larilla of Huntington Woods just felt the need to find a place to connect.
I think 9/11's been kind of buried this year with the coronavirus, and I just needed to be somewhere to remember. It was a time of coming together, and I feel like, especially now, we need to do that. We need to come together.
In Grosse Pointe Farms, Rod Maloney,
Todd M. Beamer, Flint.
Local 4.
All right, Rod, and there was also a ceremony downtown to honor 9/11 victims.
Yeah, Detroit Police and Fire holding the memorial at Campus Martius Park. It featured a procession of first responder vehicles and musical tributes. The mayor, city council members, police, fire officials, all taking part in the ceremony. Of the nearly 3,000 people who died in the 9/11 attacks, more than 400 of them were first responders.
Well, we are just getting started here at 5. Here's Hank.
Home Depot making big news, saying that Black Friday this year, well, it's basically canceled. So how are you going to get big deals here and at other major retailers? I have everything you need to know coming up in my Help Me Hank report.
She's a local mom who wants to warn others not to let your guard down. Her family learned just how quickly and silently the coronavirus can spread, especially when the first person infected doesn't have symptoms. Their story ahead.
All right, Frank, but first, she was just hours old. Brand new information tonight after a man leaves a baby at Sinai Grace Hospital.